Greetings and welcome back to the Jacksonville Buzz. I am your host, Adrienne Houghton. And now we're going to continue in part 3 of the series with Dr. Sundar. And we're talking today about navigating with clarity and how she helps women in medicine. So, good morning once again.
Good morning.
Always a pleasure to see you. So, you're basically talking about burnout.
Yes.
What is burnout?
So burnout is something that I experience, which is why I feel so passionate about talking about it to women in medicine. It's when you have this, emotional or physical exhaustion, which leads to decreased work productivity and also a loss of identity.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, terrible.
Is this common with the physicians?
Yes, it's so common, and many times physicians don't even see it coming. You don't even know it's happening to you until it's way far gone.
What do you do?
So I think the big thing is really just understanding and being aware that you're going through a process or heading towards burnout. So it's important to just know where you are, so that at least if you understand where you are, you know where you want to get to, you can create a path. And that's what I help women do in my talks, in my workshops, even through professional coaching.
Now, is that limited to where you are in Florida, or do you travel with that?
I do travel with that. So I actually have one coming up in Europe in March of 2023. So I have been traveling quite a bit, and I expect to be traveling more, which is what I love about it, because it gives me the freedom to travel, experience new places and things, meet new people, which I love.
And what resources are available for women who are experiencing this situation?
So there's quite a bit available. I just don't think that anything is really perfect. So it may be a bunch of different things that we could utilize to help women in medicine. There are some online materials that are provided by the American Medical Association. There are, self-help books. There are people doing podcasts about it. There are talks about it. There's professional coaching towards it. So I feel like there are resources available. They're not easy to find. I would like them to see a little more readily available, easier to find. And I think it will take a multitude of different things for each person.
This almost touches on some of the other things that we've mentioned in this series, which is self-help, self-care, and investing in yourself. Do you think it's possible for women in medicine to have the tips to identify the burnout before they get to that final stage?
Absolutely. There is actually a burnout inventory that one can even take online. So if you just Google burnout inventory, it's there. And there are specific ones for even medicine. And I've actually created my own version of that, because there are some things that the original one did not have. So at least by taking that quiz, you can at least assess where you are. Are you really great, or are you kind of heading there, or were you there a while ago?
Give me some examples.
Just some of the questions on there, I don't remember all of them, but just about, do you wake up every day feeling excited about going to work? When you come home at night, do you feel exhausted, or do you feel invigorated? So those are some of the ones that really resonate with me, because I noticed that when I was practicing medicine, I used to come home exhausted every day. And then I just felt like I'd be doing the same thing, and I couldn't remember what one day was different from the next, and it all just ran together. So that's when I knew I was kind of heading in that direction, and I wish I'd realized it. Also talks about your other relationships, because people don't realize that burnout in the workplace also translates into your personal life, and that's a big one. What is your relationship like with your spouse, with your children, with your friends, family, and whatnot? Yeah. That's a significant impact to a woman's life.
We've mentioned this before, but if people want to talk to you about this, how do they find you?
Well, you can take a look on my website, drkalpanasundar.com. And, again, I do offer professional coaching services. I do choose my coaching clients. I limit them just because I want to make sure that I'm actually able to give them what they need. So I limit it to just, a few in a cycle. So typically my programs are about 6 months, because the issues that these women are working through are not simple. They're not a one-time get coached and it's perfect. They take some time.
Dr. Sundar, always a pleasure. And thank you for coming in to talk about these very necessary situations and the strategies that you've created.
Thank you so much for having me.
And don't forget, if you'd like to know any more information, you can go to drkalpanasundar.com or iwannabuzz.com. Thank you for watching.